Finsbury Square with a lot to do. Baton just got Lady Aurelia off the bridle here. Blue Point is chasing hard, but it's Baton that leads the way towards the last furlong.
We're here at Stansted Airport waiting for my horse that I trained, Bucchero, to unload off of the FedEx plane and travel back to our stables at Newmarket. We've actually came 2 days early. Harlan wanted me, I've never been to Europe, he wanted me to see London, which was great. And look forward to reuniting with the horse. This is probably the longest I've been away from him recently.
I've traveled to London quite often. I love the city, and it was a lot of fun because I know Tim hadn't come to England before, and we did a little bit of sightseeing, but I think just the anticipation of getting Bucchero, I think everyone has been asking about how we're doing. I said, once Bucchero's on the ground in his stall, everything will go smooth. We're a small partnership group, and actually Bucchero is really one of the first horses that we partnered out. Obviously with a $43,000 horse, it was a big deal for all of us to buy it, but I don't think we had any expectation that it would take us to the Breeders' Cup and to be able to come to Ascot. All hoped that we could get here, and it's been exciting to go through this whole process together. Well, Tim and I, he likes to say we're like brothers. I like to say he's like, we're father and son, but we're by looks. But Tim is very even keel. I'm more high energy. For my own personal side, this is a once in a lifetime experience. It wouldn't even cross my mind not to be here. I mean, to think that I'm sitting at an airport waiting for my horse to come after a 7-hour transatlantic flight. I'm just excited to see him. I'm excited to see him get into the stall and see his new surroundings. So from just an individual standpoint, it just doesn't get any better than this. I don't think anybody owns a horse, that really just wouldn't love to kind of soak in all of this.
Pretty big deal for our stable. First time to Europe with a horse that we believe has a decent chance of success, or we wouldn't be here. It's just a totally different level. He was 4th in the Breeders' Cup last year, which is $1 million race, the Breeders' Cup Turf, which is, we're very proud of. And we had another horse in the Breeders' Cup that finished 6th in the Breeders' Cup Turf. But this is just on a little bit of a different level, and running against international horses and some of the best turf horses in the world. It's a real exciting time.
Like he has a ton of energy. Came off the flight really well, and he's given Tim a little bit of a hard time walking him. I think he wants to do a lot more than just walk around the yard, although it is such a great setting. I think he's taken that in. I think it's pretty neat. In the States, you're really kind of stuck in a track stall, and I think he's probably really soaking in how beautiful this facility is. He goes with the flow, so wherever we put him, he's pretty happy with it. Right off the bat, they kind of developed a big brother, little brother relationship. I think Tim's always kind of trying to give him a little bit of a reprimand, and I think Bucchero knows all the buttons to push on Tim. So I think it's kind of a back and forth with them. It's kind of fun to watch. I think we're going to finish walking him, let him kind of have a little rest, catch up again with some sleep. He's really great at taking care of himself. I'm certain he'll be down in the stall taking a nap. We are off to get measured for our top hat and tails, a new experience for Tim and I. So that should be fun.
aren't eyeliner shirts and safer silver spoons.
Okay.
Okay, I can just make your collar.
There you go.
Exclusive.
Look, our man back there found something that was educational on it.
Is this quite a normal thing for you?
It's not, however, for us it works out well. We do have one partner who has been banned from selecting his own clothes for coming to the track after an unfortunate event in the Belmont paddock with a t-shirt and sandals and flat shorts. So this will be an improvement for him.
What would your guess be? Tim, what would your guess be to your next size?
Okay. Cool. My next size?
Yeah.
16 something. 16. No? Great. I don't want to guess my waist size.
I've done a little bit more, a few more push-ups this morning.
46. Try 46.
We have a long-running thing where he treats me like I'm a groom when I'm with him for races. So we'll come into the paddock and hold the bucket. We have a long story. We're in Presque Isle, and he said, "You need to fill the water bucket up." I came all the way for the stakes race, and I have to go fill the water bucket up.
He's there. He might
Which
as
I
well
did
do
do.
something.
Pick one of those up. That seems worthy of another wear one time. My wife would like to see that in person.
And what about the hat?
Fantastic.
Okay, thank you very much.
Fantastic. Although they sound very expensive.
I'll get your name.
It's finally here. It's day one of Royal Ascot. The sun is shining. We've got two huge Group 1 races today. We open with the Queen Anne, that's over a mile, and then we move on to the sprint in the King's Stand. What a couple of races we've got. Who are we most looking forward to seeing today?
Well, Dave, in the King's Stand Stakes, you have two very exciting American raiders. Wesley Ward's Super Filly Lady Aurelia, who bids for a hat-trick of Royal Ascot wins, and the underdog, Bucchero. Rule him out at your peril.
I couldn't agree with you anymore. We've got two huge horses coming over from America, and to be honest with you, I think there's a twinkle in the eye of Bucchero.
I went down to Newmarket last week, saw him in the yard. He looks calm, he looks relaxed, nothing phases him, and I'm sure the guys are just excited to see what he can do on that Royal Ascot turf.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's all to come today at Royal Ascot.
Fantastic. There's a game face the minute he walks in the paddock. It's all led up to this. Everyone's just super excited to be here and get going.
Nothing usually bothers him, and I don't suspect anything will today either. None of us trainers can help anything now, so it's up to the horse and the jockey.
They're all set. And they're off in the King's Stand Stakes. Battache out very quickly, so too Lady Aurelia, and well to the fore Gifted Master and Bucchero, the light blue, also very prominent. Off the bridle here, Blue Point is chasing hard, but it's Battache that leads the way towards the last furlong. Battache has the advantage, Lady Aurelia's beaten. Blue Point is chasing, Mabs Cross is finishing well. Blue Point is chipping away at Battache, the near side under William Buick, and Blue Point has got to the front close home, and Blue Point Project has won the King's Stand. It's tight for fourth. Bucchero running a big race with Finsbury Square and Different League.
An incredible experience, you know, from the start when we landed with the horse all the way until now when we're heading back to the States. But really what was the most important to me was getting Bucchero here, and you know, through you guys and everybody else, everybody finding out about this horse and the giant heart he has, and then for him to do it on the world stage like that. Would have liked him to get that last half an inch for fourth, but just an amazing horse.
The horse ran his eyeballs out, like Jose said. Thought he got fourth, got nosed out for fourth. You know, you're running against the best sprinters in the world here. I don't think this hurts him at all. Probably looks good going back home for our quest to get back to the Breeders' Cup at Churchill at our home track, and couldn't be more proud of him. You know, he runs hard every time, and pretty cool for an Indiana-bred to come over here and run like this.